Hello guys, welcome back to Rocket Teams Motorsport here with career mode in F2. We're here in Bahrain. Let's get this one started.
We're back. For the second race, we've reversed the top 8 from yesterday, and everyone here is getting ready for what's shaping up to be a thrilling conclusion to the weekend. As we await the start of another hugely anticipated Formula 2 race, I'm joined again by Davide Valsecchi. Davide, as a former GP2 champion, can we get some insight to what is running through these young drivers' heads as they sit out on the grid?
Ciao Alex, it's a pleasure to be here. There are nervy moments, there is no doubts about that. Mental strength is the key to remaining calm and focusing on the upcoming race. Formula 2 is so competitive, and all of these drivers knows that they are going to be pushing each other all of the way. In this sport, you have to be able to control your nerves.
Well, we have race 1 yesterday. We crashed out. We're starting last again here in Bahrain. 5 red lights and away we go for race 2. Starting at the back. We get a terrible start, and I don't even know why. But we seem to have lost like a second already, pretty much. Heading into turn 1 though, everyone's going to brake early, so we should gain some places and time back. Going around the outside of the dams, and we just couldn't get past the dams, but we got through a few others. We're into P18, we've got past 2 drivers here already, and great start, better than the one yesterday, that's certain. Well, when I say yesterday, I mean the same day, but here we are. Anyway, we go for a huge dive bomb past 2 drivers there. I'm ecstatic that that one actually pulled off and worked. But yeah, we get past those 2 drivers. Moving on though, we've got past those 2 drivers superbly, and now we're going to go for a huge dive bomb into the right-hander, getting past 3 drivers into P13. Much better start. We get tangled up on the exit there though, and we're going to lose out to position by De Vries by looks of it, but going through the left-hander tricky, especially for us on this no traction, no assist manual on this controller. It's not the easiest things. We're still side by side though, going into the fast left-hander. This is a battle for P13. This means everything to me. This is the furthest we've been up this season so far, and we are almost in the points. So if we can just try and catch the cars in front, which we hit the apex there perfectly, then we might actually have a chance in getting some decent points here in this race. I mean, you wouldn't have thought this going from last race into this race, but here we are. The car behind us though is there or thereabouts. Going into the last corner though, we close up on the brakes on Galeo, but we miss the apex and everything there. It starts a bad run. Is De Vries going to come back at us here? Yes, he is, with a much better exit, much better speed. He's alongside us, he's passed us before even the corner's finished, and he gets the move done, or does he? Because we're going to be later on the brakes, heading into turn 1 then, side by side. We get the move done because he gets a really bad exit, and we are through into P13 again. But once again, De Vries is in our slipstream. Surely he's going to send it, otherwise we should be able to hold on to this position for a little while now. Saying that though, we missed the apex, and once again De Vries all over our rear. This was our move earlier on in the race, that double dive bomb there. I thought I'd just cut it in now, because why not? Now heading up the start finish straight, lap 3 of the race. De Vries coming back at us again without DRS, don't forget, because that's going to be enabled on this lap. So from after turn 3 pretty much, we'll have DRS available to us. But De Vries once again sending it up the inside, gets a better exit though, but he almost lifts off there. So it's our corner, and he spun us around, and we've got wing damage. We've been collected. That could have been so much worse, but once again we've got wing damage. And is that it's a virtual safety car. It's not a full safety car, so this is probably the end of our race again. Just like yesterday, in a crash, just like that, it's the end for us. As you can see from De Vries' point of view, he just turns left. You saw that on his steering wheel. He turns left into us. And I'm afraid that this is going to be a big turning point in our season if we are going to actually be able to get any points here. We need them if we are going to become an F2 champion, and this is not helping us at all. As you see it, De Vries taps our rear, spins us around, a few other cars get collected, I get wing damage, a few others do as well. So we're going to have a bit of a pit stop window now. Coming in as you see, VSC's ended, and now it's just going to keep pitting while be able to race against. So coming to the pits, car behind us, car in front of us. Yeah, P19. That just doesn't sum it up. We had a great start in P13. Got out corner, De Vries just touched us slightly, and I'm putting all blame on De Vries here. Now, as we come into the pit stop, I showed you how long this was last race. It takes days for the front wings and the wheels to be properly changed. And if you'll notice, we've chucked on another pair of medium compounded tyre because it's a no pit stop race. And that has really messed us up because there's no way we're going to catch a 55-second gap like it was yesterday. Last race even. I'm going to call it yesterday because this was been on Saturday and the other one was on Sunday. But yeah, around the last corner then, that 5 pushing on, going green in the DRS. We should be able to catch up to the car in front as someone is out of the race. Bad news for them. I don't know who that was, but yeah, they're out. We're in P19 right now, which means we're not in the points. We're just nowhere near. And in fact, we run it very wide onto, well, the car's just lost the rear. That is bizarre, and we're in the wall, and the car just, I don't know how to explain that one at all, because we're off the track. I mean, yes, it's going to be a dirty line off the track, but it just turns sharp right. And yeah, I don't know. But that's going to be that. End of the race for us. Could have gone better. Thank you guys so much for watching.
After this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It was not the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced.